So what we're going to do is we are going to start to learn how to solve equations that have ln's and e's in them. Okay? This first one, very basic. E to what power is 17? The variables in the exponent, which yesterday what we did was we took the log of both sides and then brought the x down front because we could have a power property deal. Since this has an e in it, what we're going to want to do is take the natural log of both sides. Serves the same purpose, but actually since there's an e, it's going to help us out even more. So I'm going to take the natural log of both sides, which is going to allow me to chuck that x down off the roof because I have a log now, and I have x natural log of e equals the natural log of 17. The natural log of e, and you should learn this, is always 1. Why? Because if you think about it, the natural log of e is log base e of e. And anytime those two numbers are the same by a log, the answer is 1. So log base 10 of 10 is 1. Log base 5 of 5 is 1. Because if you think about it, e to what power is e? 1. So ln of e is always 1, so it really cancels in these type of situations, leaving you x equals the natural log of 17, and that's a calculator question. It's approximately 2.833. Same idea, only a little more concealed. We have an e to a power that has a variable, but it's got some junk around it. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to clear away the debris before we can solve the equation. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the 4 using ways that we've used for years. And I'm going to divide by 3. So I subtracted 4 and divided by 3, and I have this, which is just like the last one we did. By moving the 4 and the 3, I have e to a power, which means I can then take the natural log of both sides, chuck down the negative 2x, ln of e is what? 1, so it goes away. To get that x by itself, I have to get rid of the negative 2. It's negative 2 times x, so I'm going to divide by negative 2. So you have to do that calculation on your calculator to get a decimal value for what works in this equation. The natural log of 2 divided by negative 2 is approximately negative 0.347. Now we're going to switch it up, and we're going to do a problem that has a log in it already. The last two examples we did not have a log in it. We put a log into it. This one already has one. So we're not going to do the same thing. We're not going to take the log of both sides in this problem. The only reason we took the log of both sides was to get the variable down out of the exponent. What we're going to do to solve this is we are going to change the ln to log base e. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the log by rewriting it as an exponential equation. By rewriting it as an exponential equation, we get e to the 1/2 equals 3x. Divide by 3. And then you can do that on your calculator to solve. The answer here should be approximately 0.55. Here's what I did. Log base e of 5x equals 4. E to the 4th equals 5x. Divide by 5. Calculator approximately 10.92. For this one, the first step I would do is adding 7, then dividing by 5. That creates an e to a power situation, which just screams natural log of both sides. Shuck the negative x off the roof. Natural log of e cancels. So I have this. Divide by -1, which is essentially moving the negative to the other side. And calculate that. I get approximately -0.588. ln of x plus ln of 3x. Now, we talked about this yesterday. We don't like when there's two logs on a side because we don't know how to do it. So we want to get it to a point where there's one log on that side, which is why I gave you yesterday's properties. So we have to use the product property and turn that left side into ln of 3x squared. We multiply those two red parentheses together like so. If you did your homework yesterday, you got practice using the properties. ln turns into log base e. Rewriting it as an exponential, e to the 12th equals 3x squared. Divide by 3 and take the squirt. That's the calculation you make. I would do it in stages on my calculator. I would take e to the 12th and hit equals, then divide by 3 and hit equals, and then take the square root of that and hit equals, instead of trying to type it all in at once. But you do whatever you want to do. The calculation should end up being approximately 232.92.